a story about Peter's perfect crime. He's mentioned several times on the episodes that this is exactly what he wants to do. Is he behind this scam? It's possible. Today's Not So Critical update.
So this is the Elephant Beetle. They were taking tiny amounts of money from transactions over a long period of time, and they eventually sold millions. Now, I love this story. I absolutely love it because I think this is the kind of crime that goes on way more than we expect. This is the kind of stuff that doesn't get caught. So I have to admit to being a little ignorant on the precise details, but I'm sure that the headline is going to provide all that we need to just, armchair politicians and
this has got to happen an awful lot.
Yeah, like my first thought was how many other people are doing this that we don't know about?
It's
got to be a lot, right?
Skimming off the top. Like, how does this not happen in crypto all the time? I mean, I don't know. Maybe
it definitely happens in crypto. So
like that seems custom made for this kind of thing.
Transaction fees are very opaque for your everyday Joe, and it's not something simple. So when you're going to send or buy with crypto, like it's super easy to do. But I don't know if I would say that this is designed for it. I think that bank accounts are designed for this. A place where we hoard money and do not maintain a ledger like diligently. You see a dollar, when I was abroad, every time I used my card, there was a international fee. You just have to name that transaction international fee. It's game over.
And probably if you're talking about crypto, I mean, these things go out many decimal places. With dollars, you're kind of limited to 2 decimal places for the cents.
No, you're not.
But if you're calculating interest, then there's probably a lot of rounding room in there, right?
No, I don't think you're limited to 1 cent or whatever. It's fractions of cents that get calculated in financial transactions all the time.
I'm saying
but I think they have trouble. I think they have but financial institutions have trouble with the decimal point. I've read about this.
It's well, it's also to do with floating points and storing storing things and things get rounded up and whatever. But the way to do it is just by multiply it by a billion and then do the calculations. But that's
I'm agreeing with you, Peter. What I'm saying, I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is, in my bank account, I have 2 cents.
Right.
But as far as I know, the interest was actually 0.023. If somebody skimmed off that 0.003, I'd never know it.
And they did it to 20 million people.
Yeah.
I think that the interesting way to do it is not necessarily a percentage of every transaction. It's a small amount of a random one over a period of time. You're much less likely to notice, like, oh, hey, that's 5 cents lower or 5 cents difference. Then every transaction is slightly off. So but I think
this
kind
depends
of
on
every transaction.
Depends on where in the chain you are, right?
Exactly.
End users, I suppose.
No, but I think what he means is, like, what if I go to a dodgy grocery store and the grocery store guy is charging 5 cents extra or like 0.005 cents extra on every transaction?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I imagine the bank is going to honor this, right? And they will send that 1 cent over. And you do that across, hundreds of thousands or millions of people, and you got a good chunk of cash.
And that's why I think this kind of shit must happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the people who've worked on financial transaction systems, like code bases that do this kind of stuff, it would require such a small change to skim a little bit off the the top every now and again. And even in code reviews, you're not going to notice it because it's a random thing. Or even in an audit, you're not going to see it. The kind of audit that would be long term, over a period of time, double and triple checks every single transaction for a period of weeks. I've never seen one like that. I mean, I know in the finance industry it's much more stringent, but like it's.
Well, think about how small of a function this would be in a massive hundreds of thousands of lines of code. This is just basically saying, every transaction add 0.005, and you could do it in a way that's super opaque. It doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be right there in your face. I think this is definitely what's happening across the world.
Researched this obviously by watching the documentary based on the crime Office Space, where they explain this in great detail.
Yes. Yeah.
Inspired, I'm sure.
Best scam ever.
Sure. Yeah. So, John, if I heard you correctly, the perfect crime is to buy a nationwide chain of grocery stores.
Yep.
And add 1 cent to every customer transaction across my entire chain, and then keep that penny. And if I do that, then I'll get rich.
I actually think that you will probably get rich if you do this.
All right.
And convert it all into crypto immediately.
Outside.
And then I'll send you a trusted wallet you can send it to
deposit it all into. Okay. Okay.
To deposit it all into. I'll help you with that.
I don't know how crypto works, but how about if I just send you cash and you convert it into crypto?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's totally cool. I think cash is fairly untraceable.
That's what I've heard.
I think we talked about this I think it was like, I don't remember exactly when, but yeah.
Oh, we might be about to talk about it.
About sometime either before or after this
or was
week.
It that way? I don't remember.
I don't know. What would you, Mike? What would you say is the perfect crime?
Is the perfect crime?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I like to think about like how you would commit certain crimes and be like this is the whole privacy thing, right?
Too.
Like, how do you get away with a crime knowing how much surveillance and tracking there is out there? Because it's on your phone. There's cameras at like turnpike station, like every place you go, there's cameras and electronic tracking and like.
No, the perfect crime is digital. 100%.
The perfect crime is digital?
Yes. Yeah. You won't leave your chair. That's the perfect crime.
Yeah, I guess.
So unfortunately for me, being in fintech security, I've had to learn a lot about financial crime, financial cybercrime specifically. And one thing that I think, this is why I keep saying that this is the perfect crime, because it is disgustingly easy to purchase sets of full credit card numbers, ID numbers, copies of the ID, everything.
Always has been.
Always has been. And obviously this is recycled stuff, but like if you have enough funding, you can get new batches. And the new batches are untainted, so to speak. So they're very easy to use. I think the harder part would be to set up a business like with a credit card like Visa provider and charge all of these, because on one end they're going to monitor you, right? So you can't charge 10,000 $1 transactions a day. I really thought this through, so we might not want to go down this road, but I do think that the Office Space $1 million transactions of $1 is the perfect crime.
Yeah, I like to think about it as if, because I'm not going to commit a crime, obviously.
Well,
I try for the sake of this example. The way I like to think about it is like, say my wife was an FBI agent or in the CIA, and I wanted to plan a true surprise birthday party for her. How would I do that?
That's how you're gonna describe it. All right,
exactly.
Yeah.
So how would I make all those arrangements for her birthday party if she was in the CIA or NSA, which now has flagged by saying that has flagged this episode.
Yep. You can,
and they'll tell her that I'm planning this birthday party, and my surprise is now already ruined.
Yeah, it must be tough if you actually are married to a CIA agent or an FBI agent. Like, just plan it.
Well, like imagine if you're married, someone who's at the NSA, like an analyst at the NSA. Like, now what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking about divorce, and she's like, I've known for 3 months. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, obviously, get over it. You know,
get this watch for Christmas. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
thanks. Yeah.
Next time, the gray one.
I'm gonna return it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just remember that I don't like gold. Okay.
Yeah.
Or worse, you get them their present, they open it and it's different because they altered it. They're
Those
like,
guys-
no, I actually didn't like what you ordered, so I changed it.
Those guys have to be a
Interesting.
lot of fun. A lot of fun to be with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would totally do that.
Wait, what were we talking
Hello.
about? The perfect crime. Okay. No,
Perfect
crypto.
crime.
Wait, no.
No. It feels
We
like
don't
when
even
we're
know
doing the show, I live in a perpetual constant. Like there is no past or future. I am just here, always.
Just
now.
You've got
This
the
is what we
background
didn't
for it,
read.
though. You've got the kind of
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just going into the void.
I
You
am
need that-
beyond. I am beyond space and time. Like I just exist.
Okay,
I
come on.
see all
Cut
the
this off.
time.
This is
All right.
too much. Got it.